After your first install and restart, you will be presented with this screen, which is the welcome screen. And there are lots of good links to places to get the user guide, tutorials, etc. But if you do not want to see this every time, uncheck this box here and then close it. If you would ever like to view those links again, you can always get them by going to Menu, Preferences, and then scroll to the bottom of the Preferences, and there is the welcome screen. And while we're here in the menu, this menu here is kind of modeled off the Windows Start button, so think of it as exactly the same thing. You have some quick start buttons here on the side, one to get you on the internet, which is Firefox, and then to shut the computer off or lock the screen are these particular little items. Otherwise, Linux+Mint organizes things by group. So under accessories you'll find the calculator and screenshots and text editors and things like that. Under graphics, they've installed the powerful GIMP image editor and LibreOffice Draw for you. Under internet, if you want to use desktop mail, they have Thunderbird Mail, and then the Firefox is where you will do all of your internet browsing. Under Office, you have a full-featured Office that is completely compatible with Microsoft Office, and again, no cost. So you have your word processor, spreadsheet, and some other things in there. So take some time to look around the menu because you will interact with that quite often. On the desktop, you have two icons only in the beginning. One is Computer, or what's known as My Computer, that gives you access to your personal folders as well as anything plugged in to your computer at the moment. And another quick way to get to your particular files is your home folder, which will bring up documents, music, photos, etc. Also, the thing you'll notice when you first boot your computer, in the lower right hand corner there's a little shield with a blue circle in it, and that is the update manager for Linux+Mint, and you're going to want to install those updates every time they come up. Each time you click on the updates, they will ask you to enter in your password, because as we talked about earlier, the password is paramount to the security in Linux+Mint. Once these updates load, the first time you've installed Linux+Mint, you're going to notice there are a bunch of updates that need to go in. Go ahead and just click Install All Updates. It will take a few minutes on a slower connection, and if your computer's a little bit slower, but it will all complete. And these updates are necessary to do to keep everything up and running. So make sure you do those. For transferring data to and from different disks, all you need to do is plug it in. And once you plug in a disk in Linux+Mint, it will automatically show up on the desktop. So when you plug in a flash drive or any external drive, including CD-ROMs or DVD-ROMs, you get a representation of it on your desktop, and it automatically opens showing you the contents of that disk. So if I want to transfer something from a backup, for example, I can open up what's on my little flash drive, and I can just simply drag the documents, click and drag them from the flash drive over to the particular folder that I want to put it in on my computer. So if I click Documents, we'll see I have transferred 2 documents. And one other thing about unplugging drives from Linux, you always want to use the eject button next to devices before unplugging a drive or shut the system off. Or you can right-click on the representation of that disk and then choose eject from the menus. Very, very important. To shut Linux+Mint off, you can click Menu and then the power button here, and you will be presented with your options. Or in the lower right hand corner, you can click on the little profile name and power off from that position as well. So 2 different ways to do that. Take a look around Linux+Mint. Enjoy Linux+Mint. It's very secure, very powerful, and in my next video I will show you how to add new programs to Linux+Mint as well as customize the desktop and a few other things.